We're racing the tide, trying to get into Faro before the tide turns. It's 50-50 if we're going to make this one. From what we understand, the flows into the sort of lagoony thing at Faro are quite strong, and if we don't get there before the turn of the tide, I don't think we'll get in. So change of plans. We have, well, firstly the wind's gone up far more than forecast. We wouldn't have made it to Faro to get into the entrance before the tide turned, and so we've decided to try our luck and get into a marina here called Villa Mora. So it's the second stage of our efforts to get to Faro, and it really highlights the issues with having a schedule on a boat. Kerry's flying out of Faro in a few days, so it would be nice for us to get there, but we're hammering to windward. Set off at 8:30 this morning. It's going well so far, although it's not actually 9:30 yet. But we're hopeful we can get in. Obviously, it being a day later, the tide changes an hour later, which helps, and we're hopeful. Going up to the entrance to the bay at Faro is very tidal. It's a narrow entrance, and there's a big lagoon the other side of it, so we'll shoot through the rate. Just watch Alani Wally go through it. She went through it pretty quick. Our turn will be very soon. So that was us about to enter Faro Bay. And the lagoon at Faro, as is the way of these things, is a large piece of water with one main entrance in and out of it and one other side one. But the vast majority of the water flows in and out the main entrance twice a day, as is the nature of tides in most places. Now, as cruisers, we are often, or even normally, arriving at places for the first time. So we don't have the wonders of local knowledge of those waters. And what you're about to see is us arriving at full tide, full tidal flow, and going through that little gap that goes into the lagoon at Faro. Kerry's filmed it, and I'm not going to edit it, I'm just going to give you the whole thing. Please bear in mind that water always looks kindlier on camera than it does in real life as well. Here we go.
I hope you can see on film how horrid this water is looking. Completely white tips everywhere. Motorboats seeming to wait for you to get by, that's nice. That does not look very nice.
Look at it, the overfalls over there.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Let's not go through that, please. Oh my God.
That is amazing.
This is some speed. says 10 knots on there. I don't know this.
Hell, mate.
Dude. Not bad.
Look on that buoy over there.
Yeah, just tracking that down.
Really, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Kind of imagine the flow upon that. Dude, 10 knots is what you hit. Alright, our end scene here.
Grill meister on the job again. Give us a smile, Gary. There he is. Look at him. What we got on there then?
Some spiky fish.
Swordfish, yeah.
That one. Some vegan sausages.
Yeah.
Some bready things. I do not know what
What's
they
that
are.
called? Seitan, doesn't it? Marinated,
They
yeah.
look quite bready when they are grilled.
Right.
And some zucchini.
Yeah, it's a zucchini. Yeah, lovely, eh? And 4 people onto Patty's aft deck.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. And it's going well, apart from one beer that got spilt. Just paddled over to the island. The trusty dinghy. It's beautiful. Just turn you around. Girls already collecting shells, look. What you found, Haze?
Shell.
Found a shell on the beach.
Yeah.
It's a clam shell. They're beauty.
It is a beauty.
Look at that. Nice shells. Quite a bit of bird life when we came in. Little crab down there, yeah, dead crab.
Oh.
There was an egret, wasn't there, when we came in, and some little sandpipers and some curlews, I think. I believe so.
Let's see all two.
Isn't that beautiful? Time for a walk. Hey, sea urchin, huh? Dead, obviously. Lovely. were used as octopus traps originally. Repurposed as deco here. But I used to lower those down on ropes and onto the seabed, and the octopus would hide in there or make a little home in there, and that's how they caught octopus here, which was a big industry at one point. Bit of shopping in the local shop. This is dead cool. This is, yeah, it really does remind me of Mexico as it was back when I was there in the 90s, you know. It's great. It's a bit of a blustery one in the anchorage today. It's supposed to blow to 25 knots or something, I think, 24. Which, you know, it's not shocking, but it's more than comfortable. And it's building now, it's picking up. So, sitting on board today, keeping an eye on things. Supposed to start settling down about 8 o'clock this evening. Hopefully all will be well. So we moved anchorage yesterday. It's forecast to be pretty blustery today. Blowing 20 knots now. And we're right tucked up right up the back of the bay here at Faro, by an island over there. I can't remember its name, it begins with A. I've put it up above. But it seems to be a well sheltered spot. The tide is dropping, and when it drops enough, then there'll be some dry land in front of us, which will reduce the fetch, obviously. It's a good spot. Had a couple of issues getting in here though. We did actually touch the bottom at one point, but managed to get off it again. But now I say, we're anchored well here. It's a beautiful spot. We'll go ashore on the island later and shoot a bit of video. But at the moment we're sitting out this blow. What a truly glorious morning. Have a look at this. After the wind of yesterday. Calm. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Solar panels working well. I'll do a review video of the electrical system. It's been perfect, absolutely perfect. We don't have any electrical supply issues at all. It's got 200 watts of solar and not much draw. We don't use that much, and the combination's a winner. Give us a wave in. Hey, hey, hey! Amanda, give us a wave! Yee! Hazel! Hey!
Titanic!
Hey! Dainty! Yay! What a glorious evening. Let's have a look. Low tide. Ever stood out there. Very low tide. Springs. It's new moon. We're still afloat. Well, as you saw, we got to Faro in time to spend a day or two there with Kerry, and then for him to catch his flight out. And he had a great trip home, multimodal transport. About 6:15 in the morning, we booked a water taxi to come by. It actually came to the boat. He climbed off the boat onto the water taxi, drove him to the mainland, and then he got an Uber, I think, up to the airport. Obviously, the flight back to Hamburg, and then the train down, and they parked my car near the station near our home, and then finally, for the final leg, was driving my car back to our house. I say he left at, I think it's 6:15 in the morning here, left Tapatya. About 3 o'clock in the afternoon, he was home, which is incredible, and all went really smoothly for him. Plus, it was great to see family for Kerry and Evie, and then my brother Ginge and his partner Amanda, and they've been doing a motorhome trip around Spain and Portugal, an RV tour. So it was great to hook up with them for a week, or 10 days, I think, actually, altogether. It was lovely. And of course, the vibe there in that Faro Bay, you've got the islands, the island life. Well, we spent a bit of time on Calatra and Armona, wonderfully relaxed atmosphere there. Calatra has a big working fishing harbour as well, so it's very, very real and delightful. And then we mainly went to Olau, the mainland town, which is also not at all, or very, very little touristy. No, not touristy, I would say. Very nice, great market there. Got some lovely swordfish steaks, which we barbecued, delightful. It's got a great vibe to that whole area, and for my money, it's the best part of the whole Algarve. Not full of touristy tat, real, honest, relaxed, great place. Of course, after a while it becomes time to move on, and next week we will be moving on and basically leaving Portugal from there, and that's the whole Portugal trip. It will be next week. As I mentioned in this video, I plan to do a video on Tapatya's electrical system. I know there's quite a range of approaches to boat electrics amongst boat builders and owners, and I want to talk through Tapatya's system. It's designed to be relatively simple. It could be simpler, no doubt, but relatively simple and sustainable in that it generates, when we're off-grid, it generates enough electricity for us to work with. So I want to talk through that in detail, but hopefully in an understandable way. That's coming soon, the next of the sort of talk through bits of Tapatya videos. Thank you for watching. As ever, massive thanks goes out to the lovely people who support this project via Patreon and PayPal, who make this video making possible. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Uh-huh.